Hi guys, and welcome back to Alistair Davies to Golf. I'm joined today by Adam Cook, and we're going to do a little case study with Adam. We're going to look at give him 4 to 6 lessons over the next so many months to try and improve his game. Now currently he's a 5 handicapper,
yeah,
that's correct, isn't it?
Correct, yeah.
And the goals are really to get him as close to scratch as we can within the next kind of year really. But what we're going to try and do is follow his journey really for the season if we can, show what input I would have into his golf game, how I want him to practice, how I want him to work on his technique, what areas of his game I want him to work on, and how that's really going to benefit his game. And we're going to try and track it all through stats, through video, through your own practice vlogs as well, and really through the input of your reflections from playing and your handicap change, hopefully.
Absolutely.
So, what we've seen from Adam's golf so far, and you'll see included in the video, you'll see some Trackman numbers, and also you'll see some video of his golf swing, high-speed video of his golf swing. The main thing that we saw really from both kind of Trackman and from his golf swing is this quite a shallow angle attack. You tend to hit the ground sometimes before the golf ball or a little bit thin contact. Probably the ground is a really bad shot for you based on what we've seen, but the angle attack isn't as down as we want it to be. Path was pretty good, face was a little bit open, even though you've got some spin in the golf ball that spins right and left, which can be some toe contact on occasional shots, or the odd one with the hands flip over a lot.
Yeah.
And also we had the odd shank thrown in there.
Yeah, that'll pop up every now and then.
So we're going to look at the reasons why the shank happens, why these things happen in the golf swing. And the main thing we basically saw with Adam's technique was he tended to stand a little bit too close to the golf ball, with his weight a little bit on his heels, so his balance was slightly out, and the weight was favouring the right side. So we're going to work on trying to get the weight more neutral and the setup more balanced. And then we're going to work on how his spine functions in his backswing and his plane functions. Because you tend to take at the moment, the hands will come out and club will go in, and then you'll tend to under-rotate as you manipulate the arms back up to the top. And then in the downswing from there, really, again, you tend to thrust a little bit towards the golf ball and then hit it from the inside, or fairly neutral path, as we said earlier. But the odd one would be more from the inside, from the thrusting, and the hands will work up quite hard through the golf ball. So we've got a few things to do, and we're not going to do it all at once. Plan for today is to get you in a more stable setup, more balanced, more structure to how you stand to the golf ball, and then work a little bit on perhaps your takeaway, which is the first point of breakdown after the setup, and then lead you into then some short game work. Looking at your data, your shots to hole data, we can kind of make a big difference in your 120 and in shots, about 5 shots, basing you on a score of 69, I think it was.
Yeah, watch it.
And then we can make a difference of about 2 or 3 shots, I think it was, with your longer game from 120 to 140. But the kind of pattern of movement, I would say, is going to be the same.
Absolutely. Brilliant.
Okay? So the first thing we want to do is get you more balanced. So if I go to push you, you'll see how easy it is for me to push you over. Okay? So just move your feet a little bit further away from the golf ball. And I want to feel like your upper body just tilts over the golf ball a touch more. And I want you to rock your weight from heel to toe and find that middle ground. When you got that middle ground, that's where I want you to kind of stay. And then I want this to be about a fist and a thumb away, so the hands can come down a little bit and forward a little bit. Okay. And from a spine point of view, your hips need to go massively more towards target and rotate a touch. There. That's your spine in line. So earlier you had your spine or your pelvis sitting to the right, which really restricts you how you can rotate in the golf swing, both backwards and forwards. So what we're trying to essentially do here is get you in a more balanced position that also allows your spine to rotate. Okay. So from a checkpoint point of view for you to check, if you dangle a line and stick down from the back of your armpit, I want that to be in the ball of your foot and the tip of your knee. That's your balance point, and be able to rock from heel to toe nicely. And then I want your hip to feel like it's closer to target and higher than your right hip without tilting back. Yeah, you got it. So from that start position, we will try and hit a couple of balls. Very good. A little bit more softening in those knees, so it's not too much on your toes. Again, rock from heel to toe, get that weight right. That looks pretty good there. So again, pull the trigger for me there, from there. Now, next thing we're going to work on is your takeaway. So just work the club back just halfway for me. So see how there's a lot of rotation through the arm there. So what I want you to think about, imagine this club's a torch, and the torch light is just pointing towards your belly button. And we're going to keep it towards your belly button much longer. rather than this rotation. So see, that would be pointing to target, that's pointing still to your body. So we want to feel that the arm is staying in that fixed state longer, it's not rotating, and the wrist is not rotating as much. Okay, so it's almost like you're going to go and shake my hand here. Point the club to your belly and shake my hand. Okay, just try and show me that on your own. Good. Good, more that kind of feel. Almost like you're going to get a kink if you overdo it a touch. Okay, and we're going to make this really deliberate and really slow, okay? Good. Okay, so we'll work back for me. Okay, make sure it's still to your belly button, relax. Start to let the thumbs work up. So it's more there, okay? So swing back again and again. Imagine if I'm here, you're not going to hit me. Very, very good. Very, very good. And again. Good. Good. Okay, try a shot for me. Okay, so swing back just that takeaway again for me. So the idea is now try and get it parallel.
Yeah.
4 parallels. And again, if you take it majorly inside, you'll feel it change. You'll feel the kinesthetic change on the arm.
Yeah.
So there, then to the top of the swing. Keep it away from your chest and point it towards the ball.
Yeah.
So you don't need to watch it. Good. And try the ball. Slow takeaway and hit. Don't do a full fall through, by the way. Okay, hopefully you would have seen some great footage of what we've done with Adam and the homework I've started wanting him to go away with. I've given him the Golf in Sync purely because it helps work on his takeaway and his control of play. And as a second freebie, it's also making him rotate a bit better through the golf ball, which is something I want to get rid of, that thrusting he has through the golf ball. Again, I can't work on everything in one go, and what I'm trying to do is get some freebies. So as I improve his takeaway, I'm hoping his transition improves, I'm hoping his hip action through the golf ball improves. And only really in a few weeks' time, when I see Adam again, I'm going to see if that's really happened. Apart from his feedback, he might send me some videos in between, and we might address things as we go along. But essentially, his homework is to be using the Golf in Sync. He's going to be using that for, say, 20 balls, then 10 balls without, then 20 balls with, and then some 10 balls natural and get some flow. And on the golf course, he won't be thinking technical at all. The other thing he's going to be doing is getting his setup right. So his hip in the right place, his balance in the right place, and getting comfortable with that. And that really wants to be nailed down. So that's done. Also, we're going to get some more data from some shots to hole stats, so we can just check that what's changing or not changing, and check to see what we need to address. I am aware we need to do some short game work pretty quickly as well, based on what we've seen from your stats. So we are going to try and get some short game stuff done quickly as well. So well done, Adam. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click like down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. We've got regular content coming every single week. And post any comments in the box you have down below, especially if any future videos you want me to cover. Thanks for watching.